We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
Come on now, let's go! Outside. My five. I got one. Check 31. Motion. Shoot. Hey, watch it. Check three. Slam. Hey, 80. Shit.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Johnson running right. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Tight end's right. You got three down.
Five.
Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Out. X3, 218, chopper.
Eyes up.
Yo, 80. Hey, exit.
There we go, Mike 20. Hey, watch the screen. Hey,
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 50. You don't want this.
On first down, McFarland. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Where are they, King?
Check 43.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Set. Line, eight.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
On third down, McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
One.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Too little, cut. Switch.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Kill.
Check.
One.
Back. Bang.
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Kill.
Red lady.
Let's get the ball. Slant.
Young lady. Hey, seam 6.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the toss, here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 9, check 9. Under 10, under 10, 10.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Micro, son.
Got one, I got one. I got double tight, double tight.
Out. 3 down, 3 down. Out.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Motion, motion, motion.
My 5, my 5, my 5.
He's turning.
Here we go.
To Johnson again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's second and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Hey, check my 50. Mike gets a 50. Check my 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, McFarland. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Banjo.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mariota to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Johnson with a first down or more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Go, Sack.
Mike 5. Crunch time, defense.
Ready.
Mike 5.
Hey, Echo.
You got nothing.
Hey, Sack.
To throw is Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Throws right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 5. Hey, watch the slant. 36. Alert flare. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, How about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option?
And they're right down here looking for 6.
No. Mike 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the...
On 2nd down, McFarland. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 33. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Check. One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44 is the mic. 47.
Now it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Mike, man, 80. Man, 80. Check three.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check four. Joker.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Mariota, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll try the left side. McFarland. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Where are they, team? One.
Mike 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Young lady. Hey, come on, no.
Five's the mic.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kill. You.
Hey, wahoo!
Darnold on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We go.
Bravo!
Five's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Here's Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch
61, matchbox lights.
switch.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Young lady.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Saints.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. First down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
Red 80.
Let's get it. Find the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
You. Mike, find
Now on second and 13. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's another Titans first down.
Let's go, defense.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Quick the edge. Come.
Red 80.
Mike 5. I'm coming.
Hey. High 7.
Mike 5.
A first down throw, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Safe.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
One.
Rush in.
One.
Mariota. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Motion. Finds the mic.
They begin the drive with Johnson. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 58 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 1st of the young season. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 27, Mariota. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Red 80.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a Tennessee